Hey guys, this Locked On Twins quick hit is brought to you by Gametime, gametime.co, or just download the Gametime app. If there's a time when you are stressed out about getting tickets, just go to the Gametime app and search your area. You can get concert tickets, playoff game tickets, whatever tickets you need. Check it out. It is the place for last minute ticket deals. You don't have to plan in advance. It's a fast growing app. And don't forget about this too. There's the game time guarantee. That means you'll always get the best price. So if you find tickets in the section that you want and somewhere else they're cheaper, Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. So snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem Locked On MLB as your code for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. We're about to head off to the Twins game here in a little bit. Twins signing Walker Jenkins under the wire and all that. But I'm here to talk to you about the trade deadline because I'm a little concerned with where you guys are at right now, friends. I keep seeing and hearing names like Paul Goldschmidt and Nolan Arenado and Teoscar Hernandez and David Bednar. I keep hearing names where I'm just thinking, man, Twins fans are going to be disappointed. And when I look at what the Twins need, what complicates the list of their shopping list is their 40-man roster, with the exception of moving Jose De Leon to the 60-day IL, is tricky. And now, granted, they'll need that spot at some point for Nick Gordon. But anyway, the 40 is crowded. The 26 is crowded. You don't have to love Joey Gallo. You don't have to love Max Kepler. And if you're watching me, I suspect you don't. But I don't think the Twins are going to DFA those guys here in the next week or so before the trade deadline comes to pass. So with that said, if the Twins are going to make moves, I think they're going to be measured moves to fix the margins of this team. So don't get excited about Pete Alonso, Paul Goldschmidt, any of these big name guys who are going to come in and make a ton of money and play a position every single day. The Twins are not going to shuffle guys around to accommodate a first baseman. Even Heimer Candelario, I'm not even sure about, because Royce Lewis is expected to come back soon. Jorge Polanco sooner yet. That's already too many guys for the positions they have. So I think what they're going to end up doing is something along the lines of finding a lefty masher who doesn't cost that much in a trade and is going to probably shuttle throughout the outfield. They could maybe go the infield route, but I really don't think it'll work. Justin Turner comes to mind, but I'm not sure the dollars make sense there. And I'm not sure the Red Sox are really ready to pull the trigger on that sort of thing anyhow. So when I think about fits there, it's more along the lines of like Tommy Pham, the outfielders who can mix and match in the corners. Ideally, it would be someone who can play a little center too, but not make or break. Or a DH type. Andrew McCutchen would have been in that mix. It sounds like he wants to stay in Pittsburgh. But I don't think the Twins are shooting high as far as a right-handed hitter to face lefties. Twins 29th in weighted runs created plus against lefties last I saw. And so that was a couple days ago. So it's not apt to have changed that much. So don't expect them to aim too high for a right-handed hitter or any hitter that can hit lefties. As it comes to the rest of the moves they might make, I don't want people to think the Twins are targeting someone like David Bednar. I think it's more Michael Fulmer. It's more Brent Suter. It's more along the lines of, if they're going to aim higher, Scott Barlow, Carlos Hernandez from the Royals, those sorts of guys. So I think people are setting themselves up to be disappointed. And it's really not the fault of the Twins. It's more the fault of kind of people putting that stuff out there that the Twins should be interested in those guys. MLB.com had a couple articles today where the Twins show up as a fit for a couple different guys. Heimer Candelario is one, and he'd be a good fit. He could give the Twins what they need defensively and offensively at third base. But are the Twins really going to shuttle around a bunch of different guys Is the door closed on Jose Miranda? Maybe for this year it is. I don't know. But if you get Candelario and then Lewis and Polanco are both healthy, what do you do? Again, that may never happen. We've been talking about when the Twins get healthy all season long, and we haven't seen it. So why would we expect to see it now? But again, I'm more focused on some kind of bat. And then the reason I hone in on bullpen help for two reasons is if you aim low, the price shouldn't be exorbitant. Now, with that said, some people said that what the Rockies got for Pierce Johnson was fairly solid. I think the one guy was like 10th in the Braves system. So we'll see how it goes. But for me, it comes down to the Twins hedging against Brock Stewart coming back or not coming back. You know, all the agents speak is that he's got a forearm issue and it's not the elbow. I don't know that you can really trust that, especially because the agent has all the reason in the world to say that sort of thing. And Thielbar's been working his way back, but his return is not imminent. He's not on a rehab or anything like that. So you have to hedge against that and make the 40-man stuff work. And you also have to navigate the fact that Oliver Ortega has been solid. Wouldn't be a crime to send him back. Teams do that all the time. But you also want to show guys that if they perform, they get opportunities. So what I think happens, and I outlined this in the trade deadline episode from last week, I think that it's going to be a pretty quiet deadline for the Twins, and I'm not looking forward to what that reaction might look like, because Twins fans right now, especially with the team rolling, I feel like fans are going to want that to be supplemented, and I get that. But I also think, too, what they have right now is kind of what they're going to have to ride down the stretch. So again, I don't think any of these big-time players are in play for the Twins. Cody Bellinger is another that I've seen some people say. Now, do I think the Twins addressing center field would make some sense? Of course. Michael A. Taylor, for all the value he's provided on the bases and defensively, still is a liability. It's almost like he starts every plate appearance 0-2 with a slider outside coming next. He's been perfectly reasonable for the role he was acquired to do, but you know, he's not a reason to not go get someone like Cody Bellinger. But again, not going to happen. I think people are going to be disappointed by this deadline, and I kind of want to cushion that blow because honestly, again, it's not the Twins putting out these rumors. It's not the Twins fanning the flames. And in fact, the Twins are actually one of the more notoriously tight-lipped organizations. So these are not things that are getting fed to reporters by the Twins. In fact, more likely, it's from the other team trying to drum up interest in those guys. So again, I feel like I'm kind of a broken record here, but it feels to me as though the Twins are going to grab a reliever, maybe two, maybe one that's a little higher up, again, like a Scott Barlow, Brent Suter, and then maybe aim a little bit lower. Again, Fulmer to me probably won't cost that much, and it's a good fit in the sense that they've already traded for him. They know what to expect from last year. He's pitched well since the end of May. Season numbers don't quite reflect how good he's been of late. And so we'll see. Again, I think the Twins are, again, still going to have that roster crunch coming up. We have to see if they're going to make room for Dallas Keuchel, as I think a second opt-out looms here pretty soon. So we'll see where things go from here. But again, I just want to overemphasize, if you are expecting fireworks at the trade deadline, which is 1 week from today, about 7 days plus 2 hours from when I'm recording this, do not expect a huge deadline from the Twins. And maybe you're not already, maybe you're already in lockstep with me. But please, please, please have a chill mood about this and understand that the Twins have gone 9-2 out of the gate since the All-Star break, simply because they've kind of gotten things right in-house. All right, guys, we'll talk later. I got another full episode coming for you. I'm working on getting Trevor Hildenberger, former Twins right-handed reliever, on. But anyway, be good. Headed out to the Twins game today. If you see me out there, make sure to say hi. Peace.